Auctioneers Incorporated, we do appreciate you being here today. Got somebody coming in? Okay.
I'll take it.
Folks, we're getting ready to get started right now. If you're a veteran, you need to get in there. Please.
You can do it right there.
They'll come in.
I'll do the multi-part.
We'll give them just a moment. I will go ahead and introduce everybody that'll be working today. Spencer Wilson, my son, Peter Guerin, they're both co-agents. I know a lot of you talked to them. Called our office, got information. I hope they took care of you. David Brewer, Doug Westgate, all licensed agents with our firm, and you can bid to them or me anytime you want to. I will tell you this, at 4 o'clock this morning, I was in the ER getting this finger worked on, so it's been a short night, and they pumped me up with a bunch of stuff, so if I start singing a song or looking kind of goofy, it's the drugs, let me tell you that. No, I'm good. I just had a finger infection, and I decided I need to get it taken care of. But anyway, again, these are the guys that will be working today, and I think all of you registered that want to. You got a better number, we'll tell you exactly what we're going to do, how we're going to do it. But the bottom line is this, we're going to sell this beautiful 60 acres with this home, either in 3 individual tracts or in 2 tracts or in its entirety to somebody in this room today. I know we do have, I will take a moment to speak to those that are on the, am I far enough or close?
You're fine.
I will speak to those that are on the internet with us. We always have a lot of lookers, and occasionally we have bidders. I know we have, I think, 2 or 3 registered bidders online today, potentially for this. That is something for all of you to keep in mind. Any real estate we're selling at auction, and real estate is pretty much all we do anymore. We'll sell personal property when there's real estate involved. But anytime we're selling real estate and you're interested in it, you can't, for some reason, can't make it back to the auction, you can go online, register, be a potential bidder online, and you can bid on the property just like somebody on the internet may do today. So keep that in mind. Just don't register to be an online bidder the day of the auction, because we've got to get back in touch with you, arrange to have your earnest money wired to our escrow account, that kind of thing, and so that's why we're here today. So again, I do appreciate those that are on the internet with us, and we do appreciate this family for giving us the opportunity to be here. It's been in their family a long time. Okay, the order of the sale is going to be this. We have a brand new survey, number 1 on this. It's in your information packet. If you received one of these, you can see it. This is tracks 1, 2, and 3. We'll talk more about those individual tracks in a moment. Track 1 is the furthest track west over here, 30 acres actually. And we are rounding up, let me just go ahead and cover that real quick. Actually, the survey...
29.6 on track 1, Joe.
Okay. Yeah, 29.62, tracks 2 and 3, because they are acreage tracks. Now, track 1 and 2. Track 1 does have the mobile home on it that is currently rented. And Kerry, that's something I didn't ask you. Is that month-to-month rent?
He's part of his compensation.
I got it. He's not charging. Oh, okay. All right. Good deal. Come on in. But we are going to offer tracks 1 and 2 by the acre. And we've rounded up because we're not going to get into try to multiplying tenths of an acre. So track number 1 is actually going to be offered as a 30-acre track. Track number 2 is going to be offered as a 24-acre track. So much per acre times 30. So much per acre times 24. And then track 3, which is the track roam with the home, 7.55 acres will be sold by the dollar. Total dollar. So whatever you bid, total dollar by the acre times 30 by the acre times 24. We will offer the 3. And I've had a couple of different requests to offer track 3 first, which it doesn't make any difference. I think the reasoning is if I'm the high bidder on the house, I may want track 2 or I may want track 3 or whatever. So we are going to actually offer the house first, which is track 3 on the survey. The house will be offered first, then we'll offer track 2 because since it adjoins right here, and then we'll offer track phase 2 of this auction. Spin it. Hand me that bottle of water. Phase 2 is basically, once we get a bid recorded and we put it on the board, tracks 1, 2, and 3, there will be a total dollar amount here, and that's basically what we're calling phase 1, right here. This track, this track, this track, we'll total them, put total dollar amount here. Then we'll go into what we call phase 2 of this auction, and that's any combination of those tracks. So if you're standing here and you want all of it, and that's the only way you want it, if you choose to, you can wait to the end, put all 3 tracks together. There'll be a $5,000 increase, which means that whatever the total bid is, you agree to get $5,000 more. Let's just say Don, you don't mind if I use you as my guinea pig, do you? Don raises his hand and says, I want to put 1, 2, and 3 up. Okay, you're seeing the total right there on the board for $5,000 more. He can be in what we call the winning position. Now, if there's more than one that wants all of it, we'll have another auction at that point. We'll just offer all 3 tracks, get all we can get bid, record that bid on the board. Now, this gentleman over here only wants track 2, for instance. Let's say we do have a total dollar bid on all 3. Don's in the winning position there. He can raise his hand and say, I want to put track 2 up for a $5,000 increase. Yes, I want to do that. Now he has to absorb, excuse me, he has to absorb the increase that on 1, 2, and 3 total was. For $5,000 more, he can be in the winning position. The bottom line is this: when you get through bidding, in whatever method, I'm going to say sold and this auction is going to be over. The reason we offer a combination like that is it does not leave anybody out. If you're here today and you want 1 track and that's all you want, if you leave this auction and you're not the high bidder on that 1 track, it's going to be your fault because you refuse to give $5,000 more. If you're willing to give $5,000 more, you can buy this any way you want to. If you want it all, if you're willing to give $5,000 more, you're going to have that opportunity, or 1, 2, or 3 tracks. Very simple. If you've never been to an auction combination, we've done this for over 30 years. I promise you when we get through, you'll go, that made sense. That was not confusing. That was simple, because it is simple and it's not confusing. The board will always tell you who's in. You don't have to worry. Let's see, I was the high bidder on track 2. Am I still in? You'll know that right here because of the way the board will be down. And with this 3 track, there may not be any combination. This auction very well be over after we offer track 1, track 2, and track 3, and then no combinations. The auction's over, and we sign contracts, and that's the way to work. In terms of the sale today on these properties are $10,000 down as earnest money per track, which basically means if you buy 2 tracks, it'll be $20,000 down. If you buy all 3, $30,000 down. If you buy 1, $10,000 down. So $10,000 down per track. Balance due at closing. Title insurance and warranty deed. There are no liens, mortgages, or encumbrances on this property. This is not a have-to auction. This is a want-to auction. This is not a bankruptcy, a foreclosure, or the bank's putting pressure on anybody. There's no debt and hadn't been debt on this in a long, long time. So you're buying it free and clear. You'll get title insurance and a warranty deed. Whether you buy 1, 2, or 3 tracks, you're getting a brand new survey, already paid for by the seller, so you don't have to worry about that as well. And of course, you're buying the house. This track with the improvements on it, as is, where is. Obviously, this house needs some upkeep and some modernizing, no doubt about that. We're not hiding that from anybody either. But the bottom line is, when I look at a property, if I think it's got potential by spending a little money on it, then there's still some good opportunity there. So I think that's the way you need to look at this as well. Every track has highway frontage. I will tell you this while I'm thinking about it, and I don't forget, if you'll look at the survey, if track 2, I'm going to kind of do this right here, if track 2 sells by itself, if one bidder ends up buying track 2, even though you've got highway frontage access right here, right below the house for track 2, we're going to provide an additional access by the easement that runs up on track 1, right up to the driveway going to the mobile home up here. Right inside this property line of these people that own this property on the corner down here, we're going to get the surveyor to extend, I guess it would be probably a 30-foot easement.
The easement right now across Howard does not have a defined size width.
The bottom line is we will provide easement for track 2 off of that existing easement that's already there. Even though you've got access from the highway, it's not landlocked at all, but you will have additional access right there for that track. Now, the brown building that's over here on track 1, correct, Gary? You're not buying that. That will be removed and taken out of here. It would have already been done, but there's been too much rain. They just hadn't been able to get to it without tearing property up. And they didn't want to do that. So you're not buying that brown building that's on track 1. That'll be taken away and removed. If you buy track 3, which is this track, this little dog kennel right here, correct, Gary, will stay. But all the dog kennels up there around the barn, you're not buying those. He's going to remove those. Those will be taken. So you're not buying the dog kennels. This is staying right here by the well house, but the dog kennels up on the by the barn are not staying. Of course, you're not buying any personal property today. I think he's got maybe some tacks, some saddles, some maybe tools, whatever up here in the barn. That'll all be taken. You're not buying that. You're buying real estate only with improvements today. Okay, don't forget the 10% buyer's premium. It simply means what it says. Whatever you bid. You had 10% of that amount, that's what you paid. We're selling the land by the acre. If you bid $8,000 an acre, you're paying $8,800. If you bid $5,000, you're paying $5,500. Whatever. So just that'll be added on when the contract is signed at the end. And again, we'll offer track 3, 2, 1, then in combination, put it together and see where we are, and the auction will be over. Any questions? Anybody?
Access to city water, Gary?
City, yes, there is.
City water up here, there's a meter city
yeah.
down at the road, track 1.
So yes, there is access to city water. City water is
this is on city, but the meter's down by Pine Downs.
There's not city sewer out here, correct? Yeah.
There's a valve right out here that you can turn and run this house on the well water, or turn it the other way and run it on city.
So
sometimes the city has their boil waters.
You can either use well water or you can use city water.
What about up to the mobile home?
There's well water at the mobile home. The meter is down at the road, and it's not ran all the way up the hill.
No city water?
No, sir. It's just down at the end of the road.
All the way down Pine Meadow to the mobile.
City water is on the highway, and there's a meter there. It's just not ran up to the mobile home. Mobile homes don't. Well. Any questions? Anybody else? Excuse me. Anybody else? Okay, good. Let me ask you to do one more favor for me. A long time ago, I started praying before every auction, and I'm not going to bid today. Let me ask you to bow your head. I'm going to open this word of prayer, and we're going to begin. Father, thank you for this opportunity to be in your beautiful creation. Thank you for the change of the seasons. Thank you for this beautiful area you even created and touched by your own hand. I pray for our sellers today. Let your will be done. I pray for everybody on the ground today. Give them safety as they leave. And again, I pray for all those that are even watching on the internet, possibly worldwide. Who knows? But I pray you be with those folks as well. And again, thank you for letting us live in a country where we're free to even do what we're doing today. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you very much. All right, let's have an auction sale now in track number 3, which is the home on 7.55 acres, 356 feet, I think, highway frontage. Isn't that what it is? I think I remember that. Or they're very close. But anyway, here it is. You're buying it by the dollar, so much money, and go from there. Let's have an auction sale. Start on me, $1 to get for it. Start me on the buy. Start on me, $1 to get for it. Kick it off somewhere. How much? Start it somewhere. 100,000 where? 100,000 to build a 100. 100, that's certainly reachable enough. 50, thank you, 50, I've got 50, Spencer, now 60. 50, 70, thank you, now 70. 70,000, you're out. 60, now 70, 70,000, 70,000. 65, now 70. 65, 70, thank you, now 5. 75, thank you, now 80. 75, we give 80. 80,000, thank you, now 5. 85 to the middle of the bottom, 85,000. 80,000, now 5. 85 to get 5, 85,000. 80,000 is the bid. Now 5. 85 to the middle of the bottom, 85. Folks, let me tell you something. We're not playing games. I've got 80,000 bid right here. If that's what it is, that's what it is, the first phase. But I'm going to tell you, you got 7.5 acres here. Beautiful setting, beautiful view, the pond, the mountains, everything. What, 2 miles from downtown Glenwood, close to everything. This house has got a lot of potential. Yes, it needs some money spent on it. There's no doubt about that. But spend some money on it and look what you'll have. This is your opportunity right now. There's not a lot for sale around this area. So this, especially on 7.5 acres at this location. Correct. I've got 80,000 right here. 85,000. 80,000, 85. 85 would give 81. That's in for $1. 81,000. 80,000, 81. In the middle of the I give 81. 80,000 now 1. 81 would give 1. 1 would give 81,000. Are you through? We'll record the bid. 80,000, 81,000. 81,000 in the middle of the I give 81. 80,000, 81 in the middle of the I give $81,000. Anybody else? Thank you, sir. Boy, I was within 4 seconds. 81,000, 82, sir. 81 now, 2. Don't miss it for $1,000. 81, 82,000. 81, 82,000. 82 to the middle back. 81.5. 8. I'd call you a tightwad if I knew you better. 81.5. 82,000. 80. I'll let you in for 500. 82,000. 81.5. 82,000. 81.5. 80. You're going to wish you had tomorrow. 81.5. 82,000 in the middle of the time, you 82. Folks, keep in mind, yes, you can pull an individual track out when we go into phase 2, but you're going to spend 5,000 more. Right now, you can get in the winning position and make somebody take you out. That makes all the sense in the world. 81.5 is the bid. 82,000. 81.5, 82,000. 81.5, 82,000 in the middle of life. $82,000 bill going once. 82,000 going twice. 82,000 in the middle of life. We give $82,000. Anybody else? Let's hold the bid at 81,500, 705. 81,500. Of course, the buyer's premium will be added on at the end. 705, right?
Yes, 705. Track 2, 24 acres.
Track number 2, this beautiful track with the beautiful lake on it, few of the mountains, and again, you know about the access down the easement road and also on the highway. 24 acres, so much per acre times 24. Let's sell it. Start with on me, not to get for it. On track 2, guys. How much on it? Start me on about 10,000 an acre, where it's got to be worth that. 10, 10, give me 10,000 in the middle of I'll give 10,000. Start it somewhere. How much? 2. 2,000. 3,000 where? 2, 3,000. 22.50. Is that what he said?
It said 22, yeah.
Well, he meant 22. 2,500. 27.50. I'll play the game with you. 27.5. 27.50 now 3,000. Now 3,500. 3,000 in the middle of the Bible to get 35. 35 to get 5,500 to get 3,500. 3,000. 3,500. 3,500 in the middle of the Bible to get 35. 3,000. 35. No doubt about the value. 3,000. 3,500. 3,500. 3,500. 3,500 now 4,000. 3,500 to get 4,000. 4,000 in the middle of the Bible to get 4,000. 3,500 now 4. 4,000 in the middle of the Bible to get 4,000. 3,500. 4,000 in the middle of the Bible to get 4,000. 3,500. 4,000. 4,000. 4,000. 3,500. 4,000 in the middle of the Bible to get 4,000. 35. What do you get? 37.50. Let you in 37.5. 37.50. 37.50 in the middle of the Bible to get 37.50. Folks, where can you buy 24 acres with a 5-6 acre lake on it, this kind of view in this location? It ain't out there. If you're looking for a piece of ground, how in the world can you beat that? 3,500 the bid, 3,750, 37.5, 3,500, 3,750. Are you done? 3,500, 3,750 to build a box, you get 37.5, 3,500, 3,750. Anybody else? 3,500, 3,750 to 37.50.
To buy the acre deal.
You gonna wait? Let's hold the bid, 3,500 right here, same way there's 705. 705, 3,500 an acre. Track number 1, 30-acre track. There it is. You know how it lays. Has the mobile home on it, ready to go. Beautiful track. The barn on it, the brown building does not sell. I think everybody understands that. On track number 1, the 30-acre. Start on me, how to get for it. How much on it? 3,000. 3,000, let me go about to get 3. 2,000. Thank you, now 2,500. 2,000 to middle about to get 25. 25 to get 5, 25. Now 3,000. Now 3,500. 3,000 to middle about to get 35. 35 to get 5, 5 to get 3,500. 3,000, 3,500. 3,000 to middle about to get 35. 35 to get 5, 5 to get 3,500. 3,000, 35. We get 3,250. Let's in for a half. 3,250. 32 and a half. 32, 31, 32. 32, 33. I'll play the game with you. Now 4, 34, now 5, 35, go to 35, now 6. I've got 35 here, now 6. 35 to get 6. 35 to get 6, 3,600. 35 there, now 6. 3,600. 35, 3,600 in the middle of the Bible, get 3,600. 35, 36. Are you done? 35, 3,600. 35 to get 3,600 in the middle of the Bible, get 3,600. 35 now 6. 3,600 in the middle of the Bible, get $3,600 bill. 3,500, 3,600. Anybody else? Anybody else? Let's hold the bid. 3,500. Bidder number is 703. Now we'll get a total dollar, put it on the board, and then we'll offer a combination and see where we're at. 703 is the bidder on track. Okay, we're at $270,500. $270,500 in individual tracks. We'll now go into combination. Let's set the offer to see if there's interest in its entirety. We got $270,500, $275,000, and you can be in on the whole thing for $275,000. $275,000 to middle of the 275. $275 to get 5, you $275,000. $275 to middle of the 275. $270,000 now 5. $275 to get 5, you $275,000. Any interest in its entirety? $275,000. Anybody else? $275,000. $275 to the middle of the you $275,000. Anybody else? $275,000 to the middle of the you $275,000. Any interest? Anybody? Any other combinations? You can put 1 and 2 together. Actually, 1 and 2 and 3. The house and 2 is the same bidder. You can put any combination you want. Now it's your opportunity. Anybody else? Any other combination? Any other combination? Anybody else? Nick, you want to do something?
You want to? You did.
Remember, you can pull one track out of it. You want to add 5,000 to it. That is a combination, one track. You want to pull track 3 back out? Anybody else? Anybody else? Any other combination? Certainly don't want to leave anybody out, but I'm not going to stand here and beg you to bid either. Now's your opportunity. Any other combinations? Right now, tracks 2 and 3 is at 705, bidder 705. Track 1 is bidder 703. That's where we stand right now. Any other combinations? Yeah, if you want to look at something, we can tell you. If you're not obligated, we can show you a number. Any other combinations? Anybody else? Right. I don't want to miss anybody. Last call. Any other combinations?
You want to look at the number?
No, I don't.
Online feed. Any interest there? Any other combination? Last call. Why does the church house now?
Hey, listen here. Hey, attention.
I'm going to declare the property sold. 705 bought 2 and 3. 703 bought track 1. That's it. Thanks for being here today. The auction's over. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm scared to talk about it. Huh? I'm scared to look at it.